Let's call Onin. Hey man,
Hello, Coco, in only one ear.
why Coco in only one ear?
Because my headset's still bork.
So you're still using one headset on the bottom with the microphone and the other headset on your head to hear?
Yeah, I'm not plugging in two headsets just to get the use of one. That's silly.
If it works, then whatever works, you know? But okay. How are you? How are you doing? How is your stuff that aren't Dota going? Because you're busy.
Decent. They're due like Friday and should be
That's
fine.
yes. It's like Friday, and that's the date for your. That's
That's
it.
when my thesis is due, yes.
Fuck yeah. So good luck, man. I believe in you. Your thesis about. I have no idea what your thesis is about. But good luck with that.
Thanks.
And don't tell me what your thesis is about, so I won't
Okay.
know. So don't tell us. Okay.
I won't.
Um. Anyway, so Dota, you know, what's up with Dota lately? 6.78 is in, which
Yep.
is pretty fucking Jesus.
And I heard that they already completely nerfed Bedrider to the ground by accidentally making Sticky Tar not work.
Oh, accidentally doesn't count. I think.
Yep. They accidentally just removed the turn rate reduction from Sticky Tar, and that
Sticky
pretty
tar?
much makes Bedrider a worthless hero once again.
Worthless, obviously.
Yeah, if you
Because-
don't have Sticky Napalm, then one of your biggest strengths is gone. Then you're not as good of a laner anymore, because everyone just runs the hell back and doesn't give a shit.
And I've been having fun with everybody building Aghanim Scepter on all the heroes that have new stuff with Aghanim Scepter, and it not being that good. I mean, I played Omni Knight, and I still want to go Sanj and Yasha and be fast and annoying and slow people.
All you need is Blink Dagger, man.
Blink on Omni, that also works, I guess.
Yeah, just blink in front of people, suddenly they're slowed, and suddenly they eat a massive heal damage to the face, and people not happy.
Yeah, it's pure damage, that thing, right? I think it's pure
And
damage.
360 of it.
Yeah, and Medusa Stone Gaze also, I saw that. That's pretty cool. That they get stuck if they see you, if they look at you for 2 seconds. It makes more sense for the lore, which is obviously the most important part of the hero, the lore.
Clearly.
Clearly. So,
Not the fact that she's actually useful now and she actually has an ultimate that does something.
yeah, it does. It's really good. If you get it off, it's like really, really good. You have to be careful though, because 100% magic resistance is a lot of magic resistance. I mean, it's only physical damage once they become stone, so you need to watch out for that. And also Magnus, bye, bye Magnus. It was fun having you in the pro scene for a while, but now you're gone forever.
I wouldn't say forever. I mean, S4 is still gonna play Magnus.
No, S4's still gonna play Puck against Magnus.
That too, but he's also still gonna play Magnus.
Fine.
The thing is, sure, the nerf made his early and part of his mid game pretty awful, but the reason people actually pick Magnus, aside from him being top tier and therefore it's a good reason to pick Magnus, is that he's really good at helping other heroes set up combos, and he's really good at catching people out of position by blinking and skewering backwards and cool stuff like that. And
But how many
you can
times
still
does
do
it
that.
happen? How many times does that actually happen that you see the blink skewer or something crazy like that happening?
Depends on how good the Magnus is, and that's why S4 is just gonna keep playing him, because he's amazing.
Well, he is, but whatever. Speaking of Magnus and mid heroes, I've actually played, and I actually bottle crowed. I hate it now. I
Good,
really,
you're supposed to.
I really hate it. It's like such an annoying nerf. It just makes the game more annoying. I mean, it's the correct thing to do because it will help the stalemate mid situation that even Queen of Pain can't screw with someone who's mainly like a Magnus or anything, because this bottle crowing, he'll be fine forever as long as he keeps doing it. But it's still so frustrating It's
Look,
just
the only thing you need to do is just drink 2 charges of bottled water instead of 3, and then bottle
yeah,
crow with it.
yeah.
That's all you need to do, and suddenly everything works again.
In a way, it's still kind of a nerf, but it's a thing.
Honestly, I'm not really sure that I like the way it happens, because, like I said, that's a way that you can just continue bottle crowing the way it always was, and the only ramification is that you get less mana and health from it. Whereas bottle crowing, it has one legitimate use, and that's when your opponent on your mid lane has gotten the rune, and you had no chance to steal it from him, and you desperately need some bottle charges. Then the legitimate thing to do was to send out your courier.
Yeah. Oh, Onin, did I lose you completely? Because you stopped talking. You might have lost Onin. Yep. See? I knew it. I'm gonna call him again. It was very bad. I like how Skype asks that. Recall Onin. Internet connection problem. Onin. What the fuck? I want my Onin time. Might be his internet fell, because mine is still working, I think. Okay, he's not answering, whatever. God fucking damn it! Onin doesn't have... Well, I wanted to talk about other stuff, too. Except for 6.78. There's also other stuff. I just opened up news on Gosu Gamers because I'm biased. Because I work for Gosu Gamers, if you didn't know. There's like... I seen good studio to cover DreamHack. Yeah, that wasn't interesting. Mousesports Sticky MS1. Mousesports are really good. And they are going to the international, which is really cool. And I really hope that they'll do well over there. And maybe Onin will get back to us soon. So they're really freaking good. And Absolute Legends. Also, if we're talking about Absolute Legends, these guys are pretty freaking amazing. I mean, we saw them DreamHack qualifiers that I did on my own because Onin was busy with his theses. And they're really amazing. And then 2 days after that happened, and after I started talking to Samo, which is their manager that stays with them, even though they left Absolute Legends, and he's such a cool guy, and then like, dude, what the hell happened? Well, it happened, and they stopped, they just left, but they're still going to play, and Absolute Legends is going in different directions, and I don't know what the hell they want to do. But they dropped the team. Apparently it was kind of mutual, as far as I can tell. And my internet died for a moment. Yes, let's call him again. That was not cool.
I guess the universe doesn't want me to talk to you.
You made me sad now. I don't even know where you were, but I already moved on to talking about Absolute Legends. I just keep it going. I just keep recording. I don't even give a shit.
You are quite hardcore.
Yes, I'm a badass. Did you know that Absolute Legends, they're now called Space, and they left?
Yeah, we saw this coming already. I mean, Absolute Legends, it's really not the greatest sponsor around, and Rise and the guys were pretty dissatisfied with all of the things that they got, and so
Yeah.
they bailed soon after the Tier 3 qualifiers. They didn't go through. If they would have gone through, maybe they would have stayed a bit longer, but
But they're still pretty freaking good. I mean, I followed a full day of them in the DreamHack qualifiers, and they obviously obliterated everybody. And the first game was actually fucking insane. It was 7 minutes. They had 15-1, I think, in 7 minutes. And then the other team was just, okay, GG, sorry. They even wrote sorry. We're sorry for this. I mean, I was like, wow, really? I mean, damn.
we're sorry that we dared oppose your greatness.
Yes, it was like a 7-minute GG. That is... Jesus Christ. And they needed to. I mean, they had an aggressive trialing with Panda, and the Panda Brewmaster. And the Brewmaster was level 2. And everybody else, and the defensive tri-lane was level 5 and 6, and it was just... Ow. He just came on lane and was, what the fuck are you doing? CK, stun, kill him. Doesn't even care. And the defensive tri-lane was CK Wisp, so it was just... Damn, they were really good. And they played amazingly, and they got through. And they were invited to DreamHack Summer. And then, I was talking to someone because he was helping me out with following them that day, and then he just told me that, I mean, I just saw the news and then saw what the hell happened. And they just left, because apparently it was mutual too, because Absolute Legends wants to go in different directions. I don't know. And
yeah, I got a feeling that Absolute Legends doesn't really care too much about Dota anymore. I mean, look at what they've gotten. That's their third team that just doesn't get the greatest results and then up and leaves. And you gotta wonder whose fault it really is. But yeah, if the third time's still not the charm, then you might as well just you know, go to League of Legends.
Lovely. But the thing is, it's a team that's been around for a very long time in terms of the name Absolute Legends has been around for such a long time, and they have teams in other games as well. So I don't know if they'll completely just stop existing altogether.
Oh yeah, they're definitely just gonna stick on to the teams that they do have.
And I don't know, maybe Dota's not their thing, but they're definitely nice. And these guys, they're gonna keep playing under the name Space and search for sponsorship. And everybody was talking about like there's Quantic and who are the Quantic gonna pick up? And then Quantic picked up DD Dota, which is pretty damn cool. Did you know that?
Yes, I did, and I'm kind of concerned about that, honestly.
Why?
Because the Quantic that we used to have isn't all that amazing, and this Quantic is actually a bit of a new Quantic. They merged with some other sponsor. I'm not sure what kind of sponsor that is. So at least they have a good reason to get back into Dota now. But if it's the old Quantic management, then that's kind of meh. If it's a new Quantic management, then, well, it's a completely new sponsor. And honestly, DD deserves something better than new guys in the scene.
Well, we'll see, because this team is pretty freaking awesome, as we've seen them play in the qualifiers, and they're in the wild card, right? DD Dota going to go up against Rattlesnake, and I don't know how that's going to go. I'm pretty sure Rattlesnake will be really, really strong, but DD Dota has also shown some amazing plays, so that should be interesting, actually, to see them play.
Judging by performance in the qualifiers, I really think DD is going to get it. But you got to remember, Rattlesnake, they're Asian, and that...
automatically more points. Yeah.
Yep.
In most cases, unless you're up against Alliance. Actually, I'm looking at the news on Gosu Gamers and the rankings. Alliance, I remember it was IG forever, and now IG is like 4th place. And that's really the question. I mean, they moved down to 4th place, but what games have they played, really, in the last 6 months? Because everybody was going about IG hasn't lost a match in 6 months. Well, what match did they actually play that was an official professional match? That's the problem. Because, you know, the Asians actually, they can't play anything that they want to play. You know that, right?
Yeah, with all the A stuff.
Yeah, with all the...
I think that only VC Gaming out of all the top teams can just play whatever the hell they want. Because I saw them in some pretty obscure tournament, the ECL, play against Team Yafets, who's already also suddenly in Dota 2.
Team Yafets, I haven't heard too much about them other than what you told me, that he's back in.
Yeah, he's pretty much playing with a team of pub stars under the name of 900,160 or something like that. Anyway, it's a combination of 6 numbers in typical Chinese fashion. And yeah, he's not even playing under his own name in those matches. He's just using, you know, some Chinese nickname. So, gotta see how...
And you're not exactly sure if it's really him or not.
Well, we're sure that he plays in that team. We're not exactly sure if he actually played in that one match, but he has confirmed that he is on that team. The question is how serious he really is, whether it's just, you know, a bunch of friends doing some stuff or whether it's actually significant.
Well, I mean, I love Yafet. I remember him from the old days, and seeing him back in competitive Dota and Dota 2 should be pretty freaking awesome if that actually happens. Not gonna be big this year because TI3 is already happening and he's not in it, but he might be just waiting after TI3 in order to go big or something. I guess. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
We'll just have to see. And yeah, well, most tournaments, the defense is now starting up. I mean, I don't really know what kind of tournaments are there anymore right now. There aren't too many things, right, happening.
Don't ask me what's happening. I'm barely following actual matches at all. I'm just sitting in IRC and hearing stuff.
As usual. Well, yeah, just the general leagues like the Defense and the Star Series and Raid Call D2L. And that's it, kind of. I don't know, it's kind of a dry spell before... I mean, we had the G League, and now we're going to have a dry spell sort of nothing too huge before the International itself, which makes sense, though there's still over 2 months till we actually hit that stride.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be best August ever, because it's TI3, and then I fly to Gamescom.
And I'm hopefully gonna graduate.
Graduate if your thesis is awesome. So, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and we need to see what happens in the scene. I mean, new CM and all the new differences in heroes. I just wanna. It's everybody picking and prodding and checking out stupid shit, and it's just gonna be. We won't be able to know until we really see, until we get to the International, how much has changed, and new strats and new stuff, because Captain's Mode is different, and it's just weird. And I don't even know how to respond to that.
Well, Captain's Mode is not really gonna make a change in the metagame. It's just gonna change the way people are able to, you know, perform the drafts and the strategies and the tactics that they want to.
That might mean that people need to have, instead of a consistent draft that they know generally what they want, they'll need to replace that other kind of heroes. I mean, especially the last picks, I think we're going to see a lot of difference there because of the way that it will work right now. Because of this, it's just that if they have the correct mindset and your opponents know what you're thinking, then they're gonna ban out what you want to get, and that's gonna screw with your last pick. They're gonna ban out exactly what you want because it's the only thing that's left and it's the only thing that makes sense. And then you're gonna just have to switch it up with having more than one option for your last pickup for your last hero.
Yeah, but everyone always has that. I mean.
Especially,
you can't just say that, oh, we only need a carry, so we've got one band to get the perfect carry, and now their whole draft is ruined. It doesn't really work that way. It doesn't work that way with any role.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that it is going to it's going to matter a little bit, and it's going to be. I don't know. I need to see how it works because in most cases we have the three. I mean, what we had up till now, we had the 3 picks and then the 3 bands after them, and the 3 bands. Were always what the other team needed. I mean, if they picked out their 2 supports and the mid hero, then you're going to ban out offlaners because that's what they need right now, and you're going to ban out the offlaners. And now that's going to be a little bit different because the whole stages are different, and they're going to ban out the last hero that they're going to ban out is going to might be more specific and more exactly what you wanted to get. And I don't know. It's just. We're just going to need to see what's up and also what kind of heroes actually change around. Specifically the Magnus, I think that obviously he'll be much lower in the tier than just first pick and stuff like that. And
Bristleback OP.
And Bristleback is OP as shit. Yeah, that's also important to say, that Bristleback is OP as shit right now.
Yep. I actually saw Zenith pick Bristleback on Bristle Cottle Wisp offensive
Yeah,
trialing
everybody
against
saw that
some.
YouTube. It's on Reddit and YouTube and stuff like that. He just like,
Yeah.
you want to come up? Come on! I'll just quill spray you to death at level 2. I don't give a shit. And
Granted, their enemies were kind of mediocre, and they rotated their carry to the other lane, so they had a dual support lane defending against that, which is moronic as hell.
I don't know.
But it just showed that was the bristleback before buffs, and after the now that's the 6.78 buffs are in. That guy's just gonna rape, because every single quill spray is gonna automatically do, what is it, 40 more damage,
Yeah.
because the
Something
timer
like
is
that.
longer, and then once you get farmed up, you get even tons more.
Yeah, you just go super tanky and then you just go in and you don't even care and you continue to fucking put up quill sprays and kill everybody.
Yep.
And
Although it might just make Doom even more popular, because, hey, Doom is now the only thing that actually goes through the bristleback passive and
What?
just completely disables it.
take Doom as a counter to Bristleback.
Yeah.
We'll see. It sounds interesting actually, but we'll have to see how
You
to
just click
actually.
one button and suddenly he doesn't have 40% damage reduction. That's pretty significant.
Well, we'll see how that works. I also haven't had the chance to check out the Skeleton King's new ability, which people are enjoying messing around with. And also people enjoy the Huskar, the fact that he gets magical resistance, which is kind of stupid. I mean, he gets magical resistance, but it's still he's still a shitty hero.
It's 98%.
If you have 1 HP anyways.
Yes,
Hit him.
which with an armlet and consistently toggling, you will.
Fine. I'm sure he's gonna... Okay, if Huskar is picked in the pro scene, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. It's not gonna happen. He's still too shitty. But, yeah, Skeleton King. Skeleton King. SK.
I don't know about him. I think that new thing that he got is a little bit weird. I mean, you gotta trade in your critical, which is the one thing that makes you a pretty decent carry.
Yeah, that's the thing
All
that
you get is health.
I wanted to say. That's the thing that I
Seems
didn't
just-
like. That it
Just seems like a
deactivates it.
panic button.
It seems like a panic button that won't do too much. It gives you some HP, but that's about it. The thing is that if you think about how it works, it takes 20% of your maximum life drained. Then it means that it's sort of like a Culling Blade, or sort of like if you man up and you reach 20%, Skeleton King will always win, because he'll take your HP and then he hits you one time and you die. So in terms of man mode, which Skeleton King does a lot because that's the only thing that he knows how to do is right click you, then he'll be much stronger in that sense. But other than that, you're gonna want your critical strike always, and it's not something to initiate with. It's something to finish up the work. That's how I see it, anyways. And it could be pretty good. I mean, we have seen Skeleton King in the professional scene a couple of times in the past, because if he gets an Aegis and he doesn't die 3 times, and Onin again? Really? Onin's internet died again. I'm just gonna keep talking. That should be pretty cool. And it might actually work. You know what? This time, screw you. I'm not even gonna talk to Onin anymore. So, Skeleton King is interesting, and we might actually see him in there. Because that critical strike rework that's now called Mortal Strike, I think, could be pretty cool. And other than that, you know, some news, some stuff, and that's just the Dota Discussion with Onin, the show. Where Onin disconnect on me. We're gonna try and call him one more time. No, doesn't even. He is like, nope, it's not gonna happen. His internet sucks. That's Dota Discussion with Onin show for today, for the 5th of June. And I'm KOKOStern, that was Onin. Oh, there you go. I'm just wrapping up the show. Onin? I'm hearing weird fucking sounds. Onin? What the fuck is happening? I think Onin... I'm gonna check if Onin was abducted by aliens. I think we're done for today. Because clearly... Yeah.